I'm so sorry about that. I ran out of some space on my phone. But what I was saying was, um, I used to stay in a hotel called the Wood Spring Suites, and it's a extended stay. And I had a lot of crazy stuff happen to me when I was staying there. This is right on the cusp of my targeting, and I, excuse me, I had moved out of my apartment, and I was just looking for any type of like place to stay that I might be able to receive some safety. And this is before I found out, how deep my particular targeting was. And, um, they had already done their homework years and years and years prior to me even coming to an understanding of what the term gang stalking was. So when I moved into this hotel, it was like, it was probably worse than it was for me in my apartment. Um, but I remember having this kind of experience with the television there. Sometimes I would wake up and it would just be frying, and you could hear like this weird, um, like echoey voice and all kinds of things that was going on through the TV. And so um, that was pretty familiar to what I've experienced this morning. So, my advice to you guys who are being targeted when it comes to your smart TVs and anything that has been made digitally, uh, I would definitely tell you to unplug it, take the battery out, cover it up, put it in a closet. If you're in your home and you're sleeping, excuse me, and you're sleeping, or you're getting up, getting ready to go out and do something or whatever, take those devices and disassemble them. I know it's a pain because it requires some time, but if you're having targeting to the point where people know where you are, people know when you're about to leave your apartment, people know, what stores you're going to, things like that. 9 times out of 10, it's not because they've gone into your home and placed some sort of a listening device or cameras. And they may have, and don't, excuse that as a possibility, but for the most part, it's devices you already have in your home that you purchased yourself. Excuse me, your smart TV, your smartphone, your smart washer and dryer, your smart refrigerator, all these things have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and they're all digital. So they become a syncing device. So if you have any of these things in your home, or if you're a target where you're going to hotels, if you think about it, they all have these huge flat screen TVs, and all it is as a way for them to be able to keep their eyes and their ears on you. So if you're in the beginning stages of the targeting, if you've been going through it for a while, like myself, if you're out and you're living from place to place, you definitely want to make sure that you unplug that television, turn it around, turn it away from your bed. And like I said, I typically do that, but it's been so long since I've actually stayed in a hotel or, fallen asleep in a hotel. So I just kind of drop my guard. And the truth and the reality is that it's not going to stop. It is not going to stop. They're using every way and every avenue to try to keep eyes on you and to know what you're doing. So this is just a disclaimer for all my brothers and sisters out there who are going through this thing and dealing with it. And I know you're tired, because I know for me, I'm tired. You get exhausted, and you fall back, but you can't do that. You have to stay alert. You have to stay alert. So again, like I said, if you are in my situation where you're living from place to place and sometimes you frequent a hotel, definitely make sure that you excuse me, before you fall asleep, or if you're about to do something like take a shower or anything like that that's supposed to be private, unplug that television. If it's on a swivel like this one, turn it around facing the wall. Take a blanket, cover it up, but unplug it and take it out of its misery. If you have a hotel where it's stationary or it's screwed down, cover it up. Unplug it and cover it up. If you have a smartphone in your home and you're still living in your own house or your own apartment, I would get rid of it. I would sell it off and I would go to a pawn shop and get me a square TV, or I don't even watch TV anymore, like that. So, and if you are a targeted individual, I would, whatever the other alternative is for you to have, entertainment or news or weather or whatever it is you're using your TV for, I would look for something that's analog, a DVD player, something that's analog. But if it's digital and it's high tech, it's going to be a danger for you. So, just a disclaimer. Hopefully, everyone's doing well today, and this can be a peaceful day if you're just getting started. If you've been out there and you've been up for a while, I pray that you will have a peaceful day as well. Okay, have a good day.